Welcome, champions, of the Casuals Turned Heel YouTube channel. My name is Burley, and this is my partner.
What's up? It's Kumar here.
Today, we will be running down our top 5 dream matches for Daniel Bryan now that he's medically cleared.
Right, before we start with this list, we're going to go through some honorable mentions here.
Majority of them come from the NXT roster. Aleister Black, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano. What about you, Kamal?
Also Ciampa.
Ciampa.
Ricochet, he's part of the NXT roster now.
The
EC3
Velveteen
would also be
Dream.
a good match. Velveteen Dream, also a really good match will be with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Cassius Ohno would be a fun, entertaining match to watch.
Yeah, it would be entertaining. And then moving on to the 205 roster, we have obviously Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, I'd like to see him matched up with Tony Nese. I know that's more me just being a preference of liking the guy, but I think him and Bryan could give a solid match.
Oh, him and Brian Kendrick would be a good match too.
Oh, yes, it would. The story behind the two of them would be amazing. All right, well, so we'll move on to number 5.
Our top 5 list. At number 5, we have
Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, this has always been the Cinderella story that we've always wanted and what we thought we could have had at WrestleMania 31.
Yeah, I think it's not too far gone yet, but I don't think it'll be for a world title. I'm not sure what they would do for the story, but I'm sure they can, just like AJ and Lesnar did recently, they can have a great match.
Yeah, I'd like to see them fight. I don't know how they would do it if it wasn't for the world title. I'd really like to have this match be for a world or universal title. It would be that great Cinderella moment. I just don't see how they can do the match without a title being involved.
Yeah, the other thing is I don't think they would put Bryan over, and that's the part I wouldn't want to see.
Yeah, unless they do the match as Brock's last match that we know of.
Yeah, would that be a WrestleMania match then?
I would think so. I think you'd have to put it at WrestleMania at that point.
Yeah. Moving on to number 4, Daniel Bryan versus the Demon King, Finn Balor.
Yeah, Bryan and Balor both have similar history, similar past. Both came from Japan, and they can both do incredible stuff in the ring. I think they could have a really good match.
Interesting thing here, if this has happened, would Bryan be the guy to beat the Demon King on the main roster?
I don't know. If they were to do the match right now, probably not, because I'm taking Daniel Bryan coming back as a part-time more than a full-time guy.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't want a part-time to beat the King, but I wouldn't be mad if they pulled the trigger on that.
I'm hoping he's full-time, but I don't know how you transition him from commissioner to full-time superstar.
Yeah, and I mean the Demon, he has to lose eventually, and he lost as Demon Balor on NXT, just not on the main roster.
I would have been fine with it being Brock at the Rumble, honestly. It's a excusable loss.
Yeah, it made sense, but I mean, if Bryan was to beat Demon Balor, I wouldn't be mad.
Moving on to number 3, Daniel Bryan versus The Miz.
This would be an excellent story.
Yeah, I think they could start it off with that SmackDown Talking Smack episode.
Yeah, the Talking Smack episode where it sparked everything, and maybe they could even tell the story of how Daniel Bryan fought and wanted to be medically cleared just so he can fight The Miz.
Yeah, this would be a match I could see at WrestleMania, honestly, just because of the story.
Yeah, this is definitely a WrestleMania match. I could see them maybe teasing it, but delaying it and building a 6-month story towards it.
Something I would really like to see is if you have The Miz start doing the it kicks and then Bryan reversing and doing the yes kicks.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah,
and
cool.
then if they do it for the Intercontinental Championship, the big match feel it would have for that title would be insane.
Yeah, The Miz has already really, to me, put that belt kind of right up there in the high mid card. So you add Daniel Bryan, and it's kind of like a main title at that point.
Yeah, it could definitely main event a pay-per-view, or just be a big match, a big feel match at WrestleMania.
Coming in at number 2, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan.
Originally, Shinsuke Nakamura signed with the WWE because he wanted to fight Daniel Bryan in the ring. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but now with Daniel Bryan being cleared, it's a possibility.
And then on Twitter, Shinsuke basically, congratulated him for coming back and then kind of challenged him as well.
Yeah, he did. And I'm sure these two could have a phenomenal match, no matter what stage they're on.
Yeah, it's one of those matches where I don't think I'd love a great story, but it doesn't need a great story to be a good match.
Yeah, this is just a match that could just happen or like have no build to it, and people would still buy tickets for it.
Yeah, kind of like Styles and Balor last year.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd still like to have a build, but for these two, they really would need to. And I believe Nakamura trained with Bryan when they were both learning how to wrestle.
Yeah, I think it'd be a really good technical match with the arm bars and the switching from submissions as well.
Yeah, they can go from like being it real technical to speeding it up and just going all over the place.
Yeah, it'd have a really good Japan feel in WWE that we haven't really seen that often.
The only thing that worries me is I don't want them to get too into it and get into that strong style and Bryan hurt himself. But that's with all these matches, so that aside, I feel this would be a really good match.
Coming in at number one, Daniel Bryan versus the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
Everyone wants to see this match. I don't believe they fought in an independent, at least a large independent show. Everyone knows the work of AJ Styles, what he can do, how phenomenal he is. Everyone remembers how great Daniel Bryan is. And Daniel Bryan was a major factor to why some of these indie guys like AJ Styles is in the WWE right now.
I think when you think of dream matches in WWE, it's normally got one of these two guys' name in it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think what dream matches you want. These two are involved, and now
Almost all
these
of
two
them.
are in all of them, and now a possibility that they can face each other. It's just great.
I would love to see this match this year. One of
I
those.
would,
Go ahead.
I would too. I just don't think we're gonna get it this year.
Yeah, I just like it'd be like one of those respect matches like AJ and Nakamura are kind of going into.
Yeah, but I feel like this match also would have to happen at a WrestleMania.
No, I mean, I'd like of all the five we listed, this would be the one I'd prefer to see at Mania the most.
Yeah, definitely.
Assuming Bryan can go the way he was able to the last time we saw him wrestle, that they can give us a hell of a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how much ring rust is on Daniel Bryan, but from what we saw on Tuesday, it doesn't look like he'll have an issue coming back. He looks like he's still in brilliant shape. He just has to see how he's running the ropes again.
Yeah, he'll have a lot of time between any of these matches happening.
Yeah, and then between AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan, the selling in that match alone will be incredible.
We thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We wish you luck in all your future title defense.